Welcome back to Candy's Classic Game Shrine, everyone, and today on Adventures in the Third Dimension, we're going to review Jack Brothers for the Virtual Boy. Jack Bros for the Virtual Boy was developed and published by Atlus. It released in the US sometime in October of 1995, although some sources state that it came out in November of 1995. In Japan, it released in September 29, 1995. Jack Bros is an action puzzle game for the Virtual Boy, and it's a fairly rare and sought-after title. For those of you familiar with the Megami Tensei series, this is a spin-off of the main series where you follow one of three Jack brothers: Jack Frost, Jack Lantern, or Jack Skeleton. Apparently, it's the first of the series to be brought outside of Japan, which I didn't know. Admittedly, I'm not familiar with the Megami Tensei series. The premise of this game is that it takes place on Halloween, a time when a portal opens between their world and a fairy world. The catch is that the portal closes at midnight, and if they don't make it back in time, they'll get banished from the world forever. And in an effort to save time, they made a deal with a fairy named Pixie in order to take a shorter path home, but it's a path filled with enemies and lots of dangers. In order to make it to the different paths of the 6 worlds, you must go through mazes with the occasional puzzle, defeat enemies, and collect keys to unlock doors to the lower floors. The game feels a little bit like Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle and the Adventures of Lolo, with the puzzle elements and key collecting for progression. Also, like those games, and many games of yesteryear, it offers a password system so that you can leave the game and come back where you left off. Of all the password systems that I've seen in my time, this one's fairly simple, and it's not too long at all. Your selection of characters is small, but they each have their own special characteristics that make gameplay with each one slightly unique. Jack Frost, while being the one on the cover for the most part, is actually the weakest of the characters, but he does have a projectile shot, which is very helpful. Jack Lantern is pretty well rounded overall. He's quick, has a projectile weapon, his range is good. However, Jack Skeleton is the most powerful, but with that said, that's not going to come without some sort of, cost. And in his case, he does not have a projectile weapon. He wields a knife that you have to go around and stab enemies up close with. This can be really difficult, especially when fighting bosses. In the end, it's all a matter of what playstyle suits you in regard to what character to choose. I personally like Jack Lantern. The controls in the game are as follows. The left D-pad moves your character and cursors on menu screens. The right D-pad controls which way your weapon fires regardless of which way you face. Start pauses the game and allows you to choose commands on the menu screen. Select enables and disables auto-fire. Also, a note for people without the manual: in order to enable auto-fire, you need to press select. Once the words auto shot appear, press and hold either A, B, or the left D-pad. This game features a few little secrets. For instance, once you beat the game, you're given a button combination to press on the title screen that unlocks hard mode. In order to unlock it, press the left D-pad 6 times to the right, 3 times to the left, and 6 times to the right again. Other cheats include playing as Pixie and unlocking a sound test, but only in the Japanese version. There's more cheats that can be accessed, but only through a debug menu and only on a patched ROM. So what do I think of this game? Does it deserve the high price it demands? Let me start off by saying this game is really fun. It's pretty enjoyable, and it's a unique experience out of all the Virtual Boy library. As for the price, it's a little hard to say if it's justified. Prices range from $270 for a loose US copy and around $400 or more for a complete in-box copy, and between $30 for a loose Japanese copy and $75 for a complete in-box Japanese copy. As you can see, it's quite a significant difference in the price between virtually the same game. Most rare and expensive titles suck and aren't worth the prices they demand, but this one almost feels like it is. But only if you can get it at a decent price. If you have the extra income and emulation isn't your thing, I think it would be a strong addition to a personal Virtual Boy library that would be enough to make you want to dust off the console every once in a while. The best option, in my opinion, is to go for a Japanese copy or support Richard H. on Planet VB and order yourself a Flash Boy plus Flash Cart. So that was my review of Jack Brothers for the Virtual Boy. Let me know what you guys thought of the game and the video in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, guys, take care.